Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 10, Episode 3 of A Song of Ice and Fire. We are playing the Tully Cavaliers versus the Highgarden Pikemen. It's Stark versus Baratheon, with the Tullys under the command of Robb Stark. You can see our Tully Cavaliers here, painted up. We've got a paint-through video, if you guys want to go check that out. I kind of use this palette of this three-tone palette. So some other artists doing something similar, so I got that style for the Tullys. And then for Highgarden, you can see these pikemen are quite formidable, and we've got our first clash between them already. This kind of puts us back in that time of Robb Stark and Renly still around, so trying to get through the game as that. First round, we had some skirmishes. We've lost a couple of Stark sworn swords. We've lost one of the Baratheon sentinels to Robb's sworn swords. And we're going to jump into round number 3. Before we do, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got our Catu journals out of Lovecraft's Providence down in the bookstore. You can go check this out. Our bookstore is how we support the channel. That omnibus edition collects the 6 volumes of Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, Alchemy of Azathoth, The Hermeticism of Hastur, Psychoanalysis of R'lyeh, Archaeology of Yog-Sothoth, and the Genealogy of Cthulhu. We've also got the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries out there in the bookstore. You can also support us by checking out our Patreon. For as little as $1, you can read Genealogy of Cthulhu and stay across our gameplay. We're doing Tainted Grail this season, working our way through the original box set, and then moving on to Age of Legends and Last Night. We've got our Joan of Arc gameplay, and of course Song of Ice and Fire. We've got miniature painting videos and tabletop play for these games and others. War of the Ring, Cthulhu Death May Die is on the way. We've got the Thing Infection at Outpost 31. We're going to be playing that. So without further ado, let's jump into round number 3. So I think we didn't get the Tully Cavaliers were not able to land the charge on the pikemen, but this round they are going to attack. So let's get the things started right out with House Tully Cavaliers versus our Highgarden pikemen. Pikemen holding the line here with perseverance and valor, and cavalry going into an attack here. So let's give them their 6 dice for their attack, and they get 1, 2, 3. We also can roll in these. We've got 1, 2 blocking, so only one of those goes through. So we get 1 attack through from the Cavaliers on the pikemen. Let's roll. So one of our pikemen falls to the charge. Well, not really a charge, just falls to the attack. Let's roll a panic. They also panic for 1. So they panic for 1, so we have a second Highgarden pikeman is removed. So we'll activate here. And I guess while we're here, let's have the pikemen return attack. So the pikemen will go ahead, and they get this 1, 2, 3. Oh, not a good showing here. 2, and we also get their defense 1. So also 1 damage to one of our knights. Our Tully Cavalier actually take 3 wounds each. So we'll just place a wound token on one of our Cavaliers in the back and leave it at that. So let's move on now to back to House Stark. Let's go ahead and have our Outriders come up onto these Sentinels. Let's see if they can also do a charge. So the charge would be 5. So we're going to have our Outriders our Outriders can do a 6 plus a die roll. So let's do the die roll. We get 8 for total 8. It's not going to be enough to do the charge though. So they come here, and that's about it. But we will activate them as well. And let's go ahead and move. This will be Renly. Well, Renly's got his. These are the Stag Knights. I can show you guys these Stag Knights here. They're pretty cool, right? Stag Knights are always interesting. Stag Knights under Renly. I think they're going to go ahead and make a move and attack in here. And Stag Knights will use their Unwavering Fury. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These will be at 3 plus. 3, 4, 5, this. We'll roll the defense dice as well. And this is against the Stark the Stark Outriders. The Outriders get 4 plus, so that's 2. So they also get 2 damage. Again, these Outriders also have 3 wounds each. So one of the riders has got a couple of wounds. I'll just indicate those with these wound tokens. Okay, so that will activate the Stag Knights. All right, next up, let's see. Let's go ahead and have a maneuver for, let's have these guys coming up around. Just, let's get them closer to the action. But also leave some space for retreat if needed. And I think we'll do the same for these. I think that for some reason, I feel like these lines might break at some point. So let's just pivot these wardens this way. Have them move the 5. And also have them ready to respond. So also these are both activated as well. Activated, activated. Okay, so now next up, we'll move into the Robb Stark. Robb Stark will go ahead and do an attack on the Sentinels. So we've got Baratheon Sentinels versus Stark's Outriders. Not Outriders, Stark's Sworn Swords. So swords get 8. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Also roll these. These are out, so they need Sworn Swords is 4 plus those, and then 1 damage sneaks through here. So 1 damage sneaks through to the Sentinels. And we can roll a panic test. And they pass the panic test, but 1 Sentinel does get damaged, moving him out. Sentinels. Okay, and I guess they will return attack. Let's have them return the attack as well. Sentinels against the... Using double hammer. Defenders suffer -1 to defense save rolls. So they get also the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They get -1 to their defense rolls. So we got 6, 6, 6, 5 versus 5, 5. 4, 4. Those are all blocked. So, but they get -1 to the defense roll, so they do take 1 damage. Stark's Sworn Sword is taken out. Let's roll a Baratheon test for panic. And they pass without panic. And that is going to do it for round number 3. We will see you guys in round number 4. Things are heating up here. We've got everyone fully engaged, so check the link ahead, and we'll see you in the next turn. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.